let's focus on these 4 undefeated teams for a second, because I did move them to 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the top 25 and 1. With all due respect to UConn, which is clearly awesome and would possibly still be undefeated if it weren't shorthanded when it welcomed Arizona to town, right? But for the sake of this conversation, let's take UConn and set them over here, because right now there are 4 undefeated teams in the country with net ratings above 30, according to KenPom. And those 4 teams are Arizona, Michigan, Duke, and Iowa State. Vandy, by the way, is close, is close to that, but not quite there. And unlike Arizona, Michigan, Duke, and Iowa State, Vandy doesn't have like a signature win. Yeah.
Correct.
If you define that as a win over, let's say, a top 35 KenPom team. By the way, Duke has 3 of those. Arizona has 2. Iowa State has 2. Michigan has 1. So of those 4 teams, Michigan's got fewer top 25 KenPom wins, but they've got more beat your brains out of your head wins than anybody else in the country. So again, let's focus on those 4. I know you think Duke has the best resume. I don't disagree, but I wasn't compelled to drop. But I was not compelled to.
Fans would disagree, by the way, but I think Duke has the best resume. Keep it going.
Yeah. I don't necessarily like if you just wanted to frame it like Duke has more quadrant 1 wins than any other undefeated team. You could just say that, and it's true. We could argue it a million different ways. I just wasn't going to drop Arizona from number 1 in the top 25 and 1 after they beat Auburn by 29 points.
Totally.
So I've got it Arizona 1, Michigan 2, Duke 3, Iowa State 4, and then UConn at number 5. But would you agree with me that if you wanted to just die on a hill, you could make an argument for any of those 4 teams to be number 1 in any human ranking right now?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because 2 different things here. First of all, that's an awesome top 5. And then, by the way, Gonzaga is rating as a top 3 team in some metrics as well. But they've got the loss to Michigan, so they got to be removed from this conversation. At this point, we're going to get to Gonzaga in just a little bit, by the way, and we're going to get to you, Kentucky. I think Michigan is the best team in college basketball on Sunday, December 7th / Monday, December 8th. That's who I think is the best team. I've seen them in person do things I've never seen at a multi-team event before in the regular season. They continue to pace with that by doing what they did against Rutgers. Right now, Michigan also ranks number 1 at KenPom, KPI, the Net, Torvik. They are the team that, from a metric standpoint, rates number 1. For me, that's the best team in the country. And then I think I'd go Michigan 1. I think I'd go Iowa State 2. I think I'd go, it's interesting. I think I'd go Arizona 3. Arizona 1, by the way. Dude, Auburn had 25 foul shots. Arizona had 12. So it was sub 13 in foul shots on its home floor and still won by 29. It did that because it forced Auburn to a horrific shooting night, 21 of 63 from the field. So I would go Arizona 3, and then I would go Duke 4 in terms of if I was doing a power ranking. But when it comes to the resume, 2 different things. And guess what, folks? We have so much road to go. So we don't even have to spend too much time on this. This is a good thing for college hoops. To me, Duke has the best resume that is also backed up by wins above bubble. It's backed up by Evamia resume quality heading into Monday as well. Strength of record does give it to Arizona at 1, Duke at 2. But for me, Duke is the only team with a 4-0 record against quad 1. It's got a combined 5-0 record in quad 1 and 2. The only other team that is true of is Michigan. And so given what Duke just did on the road against Michigan State, you can say, well, look what Michigan did against Gonzaga in a neutral. I get it. Splitting hairs. I think Duke's got the best resume, and I think Michigan's the best team.
So ESPN had an interesting graphic towards the end of the Arizona-Auburn game. They were like in total fill mode. We've all been there. Game gets out of hand, and now we're just talking. This is where they say, GP, keep it. We're going to keep your mic open. You ready to podcast? When the game gets like this.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the graphic. And I don't know that I had ever heard this. Tell me if you've ever heard this. You probably had it in the stupid court report, but it was like 11 minutes deep into the court report, and I can't make it that far. Here was the graphic. ESPN flashed it up on the screen that 15 of the past 20 national champions were both undefeated and ranked in the AP poll at the end of November. Did you know that? I mean, that's a weird way to phrase
it got brought up on an HQ hit I did a few days ago. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Really good teams get off to really good starts, beat really good competition. It doesn't always happen, but it happens more often than not.
Right. I mean, 75% of the past 20 national champions were on the morning of December 1st, still undefeated and ranked in the AP poll. All right. So Arizona, Michigan, Duke, Iowa State, the teams we've been talking about, they all qualify. Vanderbilt, Purdue, Michigan State, and Louisville also qualify. I believe those are the 8 teams that were on the morning of December 1st, both undefeated and ranked in the AP poll. Do you believe our national champion comes from that list?
I believe our national champion will come from the top 12 of tomorrow's AP poll. Tomorrow is week 6 of the regular season AP poll, and every national champion for the past 23, 24 years has been ranked in the top 12 of that poll. All 8 of those teams will be in there. Plus, we get another 4 more. It will bear out yet again in 2026.
You sound like a politician on a Sunday morning show.
No, I'm giving you additional context and statistics on that. So it will not just be those 8, it will be additional 4 that will come because we have seen that at an even longer clip than the one that you just gave me. It goes back even further than the stat you just gave me. So yes, look at the top 12 on Monday morning, and the national champion will come from that group of 12. That which includes the 8 that you gave me.
Senator Norlander, I asked a very specific question, and the question was this. On the morning of December 1st, there were 8 teams that were undefeated and ranked in the AP poll. They were Arizona, Michigan, Duke, Iowa State, Vanderbilt, Purdue, Michigan State, and Louisville. 75% of our past 20 national champions have been undefeated and ranked on the morning of December 1st. We had 8 teams this season qualify. I just gave them to you. The question is, do you believe our national champion comes from that list?
I think there's a 75% chance it does.
You just can't answer a simple question, I see.
I did answer it.
How about this? Let's go with a yes or a no.
You answer it first. It's your question.
No.
Okay. Who's going to win it?
I don't know. But I mean, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. But I lose on here. Houston. You lose UConn. I don't like losing Kelvin Sampson and Dan Hurley.
Yep.
But I would say yes.
You know what you can do? You can use the 12 from Monday's AP Top 25, and both those teams are going to be in it. Come join me, buddy.
I can do it with 8. I don't need 12.
Okay.
I can do it with
See how that goes for you.
I can do it with 8, but I'm going to need Purdue to get its shit together. But I can do it with 8.
Exactly. By the way, Arizona fans, like I see there's 1 or 2 of you in the chat here, like you're way too emotional about this. You have an awesome team. It has a top 2 resume. It's a top 3, top 4 team in the country. Like, there's a lot of people that believe in your team. Stop being so in your feels over this, okay? Just because I don't think that Arizona is better than Michigan right now, or I think Duke has the better resume than Arizona. Just some weird vibes out of here. And that's not all of them, but there's a few that feel like they need verification or validation. They're all very good. The margins between these teams are so narrow, and we're 5 weeks into the season. Arizona could well be the best team in the country a week from now if they go smash Alabama, and we see some letdowns from some other teams there. So plenty of room to grow even still. It's really impressive what Arizona's been able to do, and by doing what it did against Auburn, it just only reinforced that. So don't get too bent out of shape just because the entire world doesn't unanimously agree that Arizona should be the number 1 team with the number 1 resume after 5 weeks.
Arizona, I got you ranked number 1, baby.
There you go. Go to your guy, GP.
If you want somebody who believes in you, look over to this side of the screen.
And by the way, to all the Iowa State fans that want to be number 1, look at the guy who doesn't believe in you right there. Duke fans, Michigan fans, look who does not believe in you. It's an Arizona guy right there.
This is the one who.
There you go. There, yeah.
Arizona fans, if you don't like what he says on mic, you should hear what he says off mic.
Who are you pointing at, GB? By the way, that's the wrong direction. Yeah,
it's the right direction when I'm looking at me.
Yeah. You're pointing to Jerry Parrish. That's who you're pointing to.
Okay, is this the right way? Because I need to know when I can point to you. Is this the right way?
You can watch back and see if that proves to be.
I don't have time to watch back. How many hours do you think are in the day?
I'm going to go 24.
I think that's the right answer. Trivia time. How many hours are in the day? Trivia time. How many hours did I sit on a tarmac Friday night?
That's tough.
Oh, it was tough.